It was a dark and eerie night, with the moon shrouded by thick clouds hanging over the small town. Emily walked down the main street, her heart racing, echoing in the silence of the night. She was running late to meet her childhood friend, Lucas, who had returned to town after years of living abroad. As she walked, Emily felt a shiver run down her spine, as if she were being watched. She turned around, but saw nothing but the dancing shadows of the old buildings lining the narrow street. Shaking off the feeling of fear, she continued on her way to the meeting point. Finally, she arrived at the cozy cafe where she had agreed to meet Lucas. Upon entering, her eyes met his, and a warm smile spread across her lips. Lucas stood up to greet her, his eyes shining with joy at seeing her after so long. The two sat down at a table in the corner of the cafe, reminiscing about old memories and laughing together like old times. Emily felt happy to have Lucas back, but a strange feeling persisted in her mind, as if something were amiss. As they chatted, Emily noticed a shadow quickly moving outside the window. She tried to ignore it, but the feeling that something sinister was approaching began to consume her. Before she could say anything, the lights in the cafe flickered and went out, plunging them into darkness. Emily's heart began to beat wildly as she grabbed Lucas's hand, her fear now tangible. And then, a scream echoed from outside the cafe, a scream so sharp and anguished that it sent chills down Emily's spine. What could be happening outside? And what would become of this night, which promised to be a happy reunion between friends? The questions hung in the air as Emily and Lucas waited, with terror slowly creeping in, enveloping them in its dark embrace. As the sun began to set, news spread through the town like wildfire. An individual, with an appearance suggesting they had been dead for years, had been found in an abandoned house on the outskirts of town. Authorities were perplexed, unable to explain how someone could remain forgotten for so long without anyone noticing their absence. Emily and Lucas heard anxious whispers as they walked back home that night, fear starting to take root in their hearts. What could have happened to that person? And why had they remained hidden for so long, unnoticed by anyone? As the night progressed, rumors multiplied, fueling the suspense and intrigue that hung over the town. Some said the individual was a victim of some kind of secret scientific experiment, while others speculated about the possibility of an ancient curse being awakened. Emily couldn't shake the thought from her mind. She remembered the shadows she had seen moving quickly outside the cafe window, and a sense of unease began to grip her. Could it be possible that the incident was somehow connected to the gruesome discovery of the forgotten individual? Meanwhile, Lucas was also intrigued by the mystery. He became increasingly determined to uncover the truth behind the strange occurrence, even if it meant venturing into unknown and dangerous territory. As the town delved deeper into the mystery of the forgotten individual, Emily and Lucas knew they were about to become involved in something much larger than they had ever imagined. They were determined to unravel the dark secrets lurking in the shadows of the town, whatever the cost. Suspense was only beginning to unfold, and the truth was about to be revealed. What awaited Emily, Lucas, and the inhabitants of this seemingly tranquil and peaceful town? Only time would tell. As Emily and Lucas delved deeper into the mystery of the forgotten person, they uncovered dark secrets that would forever alter their lives. After a series of investigations and ominous encounters, they finally discovered the truth behind the shadows they had seen that night at the cafe. The shadows were not merely imaginary figures or inexplicable phenomena. They were real beings, supernatural entities known as the Keepers of Oblivion. The Keepers of Oblivion were tasked with concealing the darkest secrets of humanity, erasing memories and obscuring events that could shake the very foundations of the world. They dwelled within the shadows, moving silently among the living, ensuring that the past remained buried and forgotten. The person found in the abandoned house was someone who had inadvertently stumbled upon a dangerous secret, something so deep and disturbing that the Keepers of Oblivion were summoned to take action. They had kept the person imprisoned in a state of oblivion, hidden from the world for years on end. Emily and Lucas were shocked to uncover the truth behind the Keepers of Oblivion. They found themselves faced with a dilemma: to reveal the truth and face the consequences of defying forces beyond their comprehension, or to allow the dark secrets to remain hidden, preserving the fragile order of reality. In the end, Emily and Lucas chose to confront the Keepers of Oblivion, refusing to succumb to fear and manipulation. With courage and determination, they challenged the supernatural entities, unveiling the truth to the world. As the Keepers of Oblivion retreated into the shadows, the entire city awoke to a new reality, one in which the past could no longer be concealed and secrets could no longer be kept. Emily and Lucas became symbols of resistance and bravery, forever remembered as those who dared to defy oblivion and bring light to the darkness. And so, the story of the forgotten person and the keepers of Oblivion became a dark reminder that even in the deepest shadows, truth will always find a way to shine.